That night, Rusty took the main engine to the sheds, and he enjoyed talking to the other engines until he went away to be mended. And at last, the day came when main engine was repaired. Everyone waited at the sheds. They were very excited. "This is great," said Madge. "It sure is," said Duncan. And then main engine arrived. He was as good as new. He had nice new paintwork and had all new parts.
Mine engine, it is an honor to have you on the Skarloey Railway,
said Jake. "It sure is," said Peter Sam. "Another mid-Sodor engine on Skarloey Railway. It is amazing." "Thank you," said Mine Engine. "Thank you so much."
"And what happened at the Crawley? I'm sorry about it."
"Oh, don't worry about that, Duncan," said Mine Engine. "Just think," said Peter Sam.
Sodors' long-forgotten secret is found.
And then everyone started talking to Mine Engine, and they all told him it was an honour to have him as a part of the Skarloey Railway. But there was trouble. Smudger was sitting at the other side of the sheds, and he had saw everything. "Well, well, well, the little unnamed mine engine is still alive. Oh, what will Bertram say about this?" said Smudger. And at the main, Smudger told Bertram, "You're never going to believe who I saw at the Skarloey sheds."
"Let me guess. Dolgok? Peter Sam? Prince? Princess? David Lloyd George?"
"No, the unnamed mine engine that killed your driver," said Smudger.
"Impossible! It couldn't be. He was killed for what he did. They melted him down. It must have been another mine engine. It was definitely not him."
"I'm telling you, Bertram, it was him all right. They were saying about how he was lost, and they hit him and pretended that he was melted down, but he wasn't. I guess he faked death. I saw it all with my own eyes," said Smudger.
"How did you go to the Skarloey Railway anyway? I thought you weren't allowed there anymore,"
said Bertram. "Well, my driver likes a couple of drinks after work, so I told him that if he wouldn't take me there, I would report him and say that he was drunk when he was driving me," said Smudger. "I heard them saying there was something special going on at the sheds, so I had to have a look."
"Well, for what he did to my driver, he is gonna pay. He's gonna wish he was never found. Boy, when I see him, he will die."
Mine Engine was happily going along the railway, and then he stopped at the thin controller's house. "Excuse me, but I have to say, thank you for getting me restored. You didn't have to do that," he said.
"No problem, Mine Engine. It was my honor. And by the way, how's your new driver getting on? He's my nephew, you know."
"He's getting on, okay, but
let's see, he's strange, right? Very different to all the other engine drivers you have had."
"He really is. Well, I've never had an engine driver called Willie before, but I suppose he'll turn out just fine."
"Oh, thank you, Mine Engine,"
he said, and then they set off. At the main, Bertram saw Ari and Bert.
"Hey, you two,"
said Bertram.
"Are you addressing us?"
said Ari.
"No, I'm talking to Stevenson's rocket. Of course I'm addressing you too." "But what could you want with us?"
said Bert.
Do you know that mine engine that was found? You know, the one that has no name? Why, of course. Everyone knows about him, Bertram. Didn't you? Don't be so sarcastic. I need you to do a favor for me. Why would we do a favor for you?
Said Ari.
Because if this plan works out well, that little engine will be dead. And he is a steamy after all. A very old steamy. Well, when you put it that way, of course. What do you want us to do? If you see him anywhere, you'll probably see him at Cruven's Gate. Tell him to come to the mine. Tell him that I've forgiven him. But have you forgiven him?
Said Ari.
Why would you want him dead if you've forgiven him? Or are you only pretending that you've forgiven him? Exactly. When he comes to this mine tomorrow, it'll be the last thing he ever sees. Just like the last thing my driver ever saw.
Then Ari and Bert went to Cruven's Gate.
Excuse me, you.
Hello, who are you? Said Main Engine.
I am Ari, and this is my twin Bert. We have something to tell you.
Then Main Engine gasped. Oh my! Are yous two diesels? Like Rusty?
Yes we are. Well, why?
I just want to say that yous are amazing. Yous are a great asset to the railway, and yous don't use too much coal. And it's a very good idea using oil instead. I salute you, engines, said Main Engine, and yous are very helpful as well. Ari and Bert were flattered.
Oh my, you don't say! A steamy has never told us that before. Thank you,
said Ari. Was there something you wanted to tell me? Said Main Engine.
Oh no, don't worry about it. It was nothing,
said Ari.
Now we must go. Goodbye, little engine.
Then Ari and Bert set off and returned to the mine.
Well, did you see him?
Said Bertram.
We did. We saw him at Cruven's Gate, but we couldn't do it. He was very nice to us, and steamies have never been as nice to us before as he has. You idiots! You didn't tell him! I'm sorry, but he was very nice to us. We were very flattered, and you're being very nasty to us, so why should we do something for you?
Said Bert.
Oh, just forget it. What's the old saying? You need to do something, you do it yourself.
Later that day, Scar Louie was at the country station collecting passengers. He was very happy. But then there was trouble. Bertram raced past him.
Oh my! That's Bertram! What's he doing here? If he goes to the sheds, he will see the mine engine. Oh, now what's gonna happen?
Bertram was racing through the Scar Louie Railway, and he was heading for the sheds, where Main Engine is. And Main Engine was sitting at the sheds. He was racing after his stairs run round the railway. And then Bertram arrived at the sheds.
Oh my! But Bertram! It's you! Bertram! Well, look who it is. But Bertram, please! Please, what do you want? Please, Bertram, no! Something that should have happened 110 years ago.